Are you ready to be unlimited? Go online, leesfitnessunlimited.com, and pick up some Lee Fit gear. Hey you guys, it's Mike Lee checking back in from Lee's Fitness Unlimited. Today's video, we're going to be going over foam rolling techniques. We use foam rolling at the beginning of our workout to get our muscles loose and ready to roll. So our first roll technique is going to be our calf muscles. And the way I like to roll out is to start from the low part of your leg and work yourself up. So as I roll my calves, I'm just rolling back and forth on the muscle, not putting too much pressure, but enough. I want to feel that muscle getting massaged by this roller. Now, if you haven't been training, there's two things that you can feel. You can either feel really, really tight, or you may not feel anything at all. Most cases, when you do feel a lot of soreness, and where this is really useful is coming in the day after workout when your legs are already sore, and it helps them prepare for the next workout. If you want to put more pressure, just cross one leg over. That extra weight from the leg being on top will help that calf muscle that you're rolling out. So next is our hamstrings. After our calves, we're going to work our way up. Now we may want to spend a little bit more time on our hamstring because it's just naturally a bigger muscle. And a lot of times people have hamstring injuries that are, due to lack of warming up the right way. A lot of pulled hamstrings come from trying to sprint or do explosive motion without being warmed up. Muscle cannot fire at its full potential if it's cold. And just like the calves, I can do one leg at a time, or I can roll both. So next we're going to get our glutes and hips. With our glutes, what we're going to do is we're going to sit on the roller, cross one leg over. Now this leg that I have crossed over is the side that I'm rolling out on. And I'm going to lean into this hip and just roll forward and backward. Again, this is very, very important to do, especially if you just did squats the day before or lunges and you have a sore lower body. It's very, very important to do this. There's no certain amount of time that you need to do it, just until you feel good and ready to go. Another thing to keep in mind is that you may notice one side may feel a little bit more sore or tight than the other. And that's natural. We're all, not us all, but a lot of people are dominant on one side of their body, whether it be right-handed, left-handed, stronger with the right leg, stronger with the left leg. So you have to learn your body and what is working best for you. What do you need the most? Okay, now we've gotten our glutes, hammies, and calves. We got to do our IT bands. IT bands are a lot of people's least favorite because the IT band is a long tendon that will stretch from about where your knee is to your hip. It runs along the side of your thigh, and it's a very thick tendon. To get our IT band, I have to lay sideways. And I'm gonna just roll from my hip down to right about where my knee is. Now again, this part of our leg is very sensitive, especially when it's built up a lot of lactic acid and you're really sore from a good lower body workout. So you can go a lighter, you don't need to put a lot of pressure, but it is important to address this area of your body. Do not skip your IT bands. Now, a more advanced way to roll out your IT band, if you just feel knots and tightness in your legs, this is what I'll do. I'm gonna start from the hip. I'm gonna put my weight on the roller so you see my feet are off the ground. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swing my feet about 5 times. And you'll really feel that muscle working. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll down to mid-thigh. Same thing. Lastly, I'm gonna roll right above where my knee is, the lower quad area, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Now after I've done this, I'm gonna go back and roll it all out. Okay, so next we're gonna do our back. I always suggest doing the back after you've done your calves, hamstrings, IT bands, and glutes, because a lot of those muscles in your legs have they attach to your lower back. So what I'm gonna do is put my hands behind my head, and I'm just gonna roll back and forth. Now, if I want to get my upper back really well, I'm gonna close. I'm gonna try to bring my elbows as close together as possible. This is gonna stretch my back muscles, and I'm gonna roll. And what I can also do is rotate. I can rotate to the side, get my shoulder blades really well. This is good if you've been doing a lot of pull-ups, lat raises, any back exercise. So next, we're gonna work our quads, okay? Gotta get the front of our thighs. As I roll my quads, I'm just gonna lay on top of this roller, kind of similar to being in a plank position. I'm using my forearms to roll my body back and forth on this roller. Okay, so our last rollout is gonna be our groin, our inner thigh. What I'm gonna do is lay on this roller, one leg on top, and I'm just gonna roll. I wanna roll as far into my groin as possible and roll out all the way down my thigh. Now, just like when we did our IT bands, if we feel like we need to get a little extra work in there, start off closest to your body, kick out 5 times. Then roll down to the middle of your leg. Same thing. And lastly, roll down all the way right above the knee. Get your kickouts. Once you've got all your kickouts, roll it a few more times, and then you're good to go. Now let's start this workout. If you like this video, please hit like, subscribe, and comment.